Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Oh dear. Hello. Hello guys, hello guys, hello guys. I'm sure it should be clear now. It should be clearer now. I did delete the previous one, and I hope it should come clear now. Hello, good evening. This is Live Talk with Elijah Brown. My name is Angelique. Hello, hello, hello everybody. I've missed you guys. I've missed coming on air. I've missed talking to you guys. How are you all? Thank you guys for joining in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The topic I'll be treating today is betrayal. Betrayal. I've heard some people inboxed me, and the topic they want me to treat is all combined together. Has come up with this topic of mine called betrayal, but unfortunately I don't know what the network is doing at your end, because I wouldn't want to just talk without anybody getting the message that is intended to pass across today. So I hope the network is not going to be funny, but well, I'll try and be quick. I won't make an epistle out of today's topic. Can you please share on your timeline? I appreciate everybody joining in. My sister and friend, Modupe Olami, thanks for joining. Mommy Gordon, thanks Mother for joining in. Ola, thanks. Vivian, thank you very much. You've been a darling. Thank you. Hello, darling. Victor, thanks again for joining in. Yes, it is more clearer now. Thank you, guys. Can you do me the favor of sharing on your timeline while I get a bigger audience? I won't waste time today. I'll just go straight to today's topic. But it's lovely having you guys online today. And honestly, I've missed talking. It's like I don't even know how to talk anymore. But I'll try and do I'll try and do my best. Tony, hi Tony, how are you? It's been a long time, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you all. Well, before I go on, can I just appreciate everybody that's been coming inbox? A lot of people have been coming inbox to say, why are you not talking, and this and this and this, and oh, don't get tired, don't get discouraged. Just word of encouragement, and I cannot but say a massive thank you to everybody who's come inbox and with your words of encouragement. Thank you to people who have actually rang me to ask why I haven't been online. Well, doing the live talk. I apologize. Well, at least someone cares. Some people care. Thank you very much. I appreciate. Thank you, Vivian, for sharing, and thank you, Mojupe, for sharing. Thank you all. Whoops, phone is just falling off. Hang on 1 minute. Hang on. Thank you, Sister Folashade Oluweri Queen, for joining in. Ibrahim Tunde. Thank you, guys. Right. A few messages have come in my inbox with people, whatever has been going on in their lives, and problems they've been facing, and I'll share some stories with you, stories that have rang people. I won't mention names. I will just, so that you know that this world is so terrible. This world is so upside down at the moment. God forgive each and every one of us. Oh God, I don't even know what to say. It's just, the world is turned around, honestly, because I have heard some things and I'm thinking, does it really happen in our world? Because it doesn't look like I'm still in the same planet as any other person. It's like maybe I'm still in the 60s or 70s, because honestly, this millennium is just, it shows a lot of signs about what the Bible and the Quran says about end time. It is real. If you don't believe it's real, you need to wake yourself up from the slumber. It is real. A lot of things are happening. Honestly, guys, a lot of things are happening. One thing I can advise you today before I go in the topic proper is, please pray. Please don't be lazy. Pray. Pray. There's nothing prayer cannot do. You might not see the physical results, but spiritually it works. Right, betrayal. What is betrayal? Because when people come in and said, there was this a friend of mine in Nigeria, and we were talking, and she was telling me how a close friend of hers collected her husband from her. It started with, your husband is my friend. Then it became, your husband is my brother. Then it became, we are 5 and 6. And it went on and on and on and on and on like that. And until she started using charm and all sorts to snatch her husband, her friend's husband. Another one happened in one of her sisters in Qatar. She rang me. She said a close friend of hers was in the lift. Her husband was coming back from work, and her friend was also coming, and they met in the lift. On their way up the lift, she said the husband said her friend grabbed her husband's private parts and shouting, "Oh, I've got a phobia for lift. Oh, I've got a phobia for lift." And she said she was shocked. And when they both came upstairs and they spoke to her, and the husband was fuming that, "What kind of a friend have you got? Well, if you have a phobia for lift, and it's not your first time coming here, but because you met me in the lift and you just grab onto my manhood, are you for real?" And she said she was shocked to the teeth. And the friend was just apologizing to say it's no big deal, she only has a phobia. Well, maybe to the audience now, if you guys can tell me, if someone has a phobia of going in the lift, for you to grab someone else's private part, it's ridiculous. There's a lot of things happening. Another one, a friend of mine in Dublin, she said she sent money home to their pastor in London, in Lagos, and the pastor bought them property, started building house for them, and was taking pictures. He was taking pictures and he was sending it. He was taking pictures and he was sending it. And they were so happy that, wow, because he started with just a pure land, started with the building something on it and all that. And unfortunately, fortunately or unfortunately, they decided to go to Nigeria to see the building. So it was the husband who went to Nigeria to see the building that the pastor, I wouldn't mention the church, but it's a very popular church in Nigeria. And when they got to the airport, she says the pastor came to pick her husband up at the airport, and they said, "Right, uncle, before you go to where you want to go, let's take you to where the property is." She said, before you knew it, it was only the grace of God. The husband had gone mad. They took the husband into the bush. The money had all gone. They were just collecting the money. They were just spending the money. And, By the time she saw her husband, he was already at the A&E in London. I mean, in Dublin. So it's crazy what people are experiencing. And she says in total of the estimate she knows in mind for that property was 8 million naira. 8 million Nigerian money is like, at the moment, it's over 10,000 grand in the UK, and in Dublin should be nearly that same amount. It's crazy what happens day to day in this world. Well, we can say before the kile koto pa oshika, oni unto da atibaje, before nemesis catch up with some people, a lot of things would have spoiled. A lot of people have lost their life before nemesis catch up with them. But to be honest, let's be sincere about it, because sometimes I don't know what goes on in people's mind when they do things. What is betrayal? Why would you betray when you betray someone, you betray their trusts. You betray people's trust. What is betrayal? The betrayal can be very devastating for someone. You violating that person's trust in you. You knocking off their confidence. You making them lose it psychologically when you betray someone. And betrayal, it comes in so much forms. You will see a husband betraying his wife. You will see a wife betraying her husband. Betrayal in husband and wife come in so many ways. It might be the woman sleeping around. It might be the man sleeping around. It's endless when it comes to relationship betrayal. Betrayal among friends. You will see a friend betraying another friend. Maybe she put a trust in that person. Maybe it might even be secretive trust. It might be a friend has a problem and she shares her problem with you. You go tell it to someone else. It's betrayal. Because my mother used to say, she says, betrayal comes with families as well. Family to family. Family to family. This family betraying the next family. Betrayal comes even parent to children. Because when a father molests his child, or physically is abusing his child, or mentally tormenting that child, it's a betrayal to that child. Because that child has come into this world and putting all his or her trust on you as a parent. So betrayal can come from a parent to a child. Betrayal can come from a police to the citizen. There's so many videos I'm seeing online at the moment where everywhere in Africa, even in America, you will see the police that's meant to work for government are being beating people because they've got colored skin. It's crazy. Aside colored skin, aside someone who's got colored skin, you will see soldiers. I watch on this video. I don't know if you have seen this video online on Facebook, where there are soldiers. They took these people to a farm, and they let the dogs start biting them people. It's crazy. What is happening in our society? What is going on? What is wrong? People killing each other every day. The force is that you take an oath as when you are in the force, in the police force, in the navy, in the army, in the submarine. You are there. You swear an oath to look after the citizen of that country. It doesn't matter the skin, the color, the religion, whatever it is. When you swear an oath, you are meant to look after that citizen of that country. You are there to serve their country. And now people are not serving any country. People are killing themselves. You will see soldiers beating people. I watched another video of a teenager, a 16-year-old, police abusing her, pushing her, knocking her head down because they wanted to handcuff her. Do we have to be brutal to carry out our work? It's very sad, Kike. It's mad. And someone else was recording it. You know, you would think the police officer was going to come back to his right senses and leave that child alone. But instead, it's no. He just kept doing what he was doing. It's even a judge. people of oath. A judge who knows the truth because of bribery and corruption, they will go behind and say, see, this judge, I know this is what's happened, but I don't want my son to go to prison. And they take bribery. Bribery, and it's not only in uncivilized country now, even civilized country. Everything is upside down at the moment. And I'm thinking, what is happening to us? You will see housemaid betraying her madam and oga. You will put your child there. She will betray you. She will be either sleeping with your husband or abusing your children or even putting weed in the food for you to eat for years. Even oga abusing her au pair by maltreating her because she has come to help you in your house. You will maltreat her. Betrayal comes in so many ways. Because before you took her, you are saying to her, don't worry, you just help me with my children. I'm a working class woman, or myself and my husband, we are working class. Please, we will look after you. We will look for a job for you, or we will look for a trade for you. As soon as she comes in, it's a different story. Why do we not keep to our words? Why do we not keep to our own side end of the bargain? You will see betrayal among friends. Friend will tell a friend, I am in trouble. This is what is happening to me. I cannot eat 3 square meal. And the next minute, she will stand up and tell the next friend, my friend, can you please send money to so person on my behalf? She's struggling, she can't eat. And she's doing shakara up and down. If you can't help people, just don't help them. It's sad. It saddens my heart. And these people I'm talking about are people you will see that will preach the gospel. When you go to their page on Facebook, you will see them. They are all down to earth. They are Doro gorgeous. They are Doro beautiful. And they are evil. People are just evil these days. Some people feel they are being betrayed. They don't, because before you conclude you are being betrayed, you need to ask both parties. Mr. A cannot come to me and say he feels betrayed. No, I cannot go to Mr. A and tell him, right, Kike said so things about you. And you just believe you are being betrayed. You do not make your investigation. You do not do your investigation to get the truth. You just conclude you are being betrayed. That is another side of betrayal. Because you are not being betrayed now, you are betraying the trust of the other person. Because it goes both ways. Because Yoruba says, a lot of us do not investigate and get the truth. We don't investigate. What we just do is when we hear Mr. A's part of the story, we conclude that is what it is. And we just start fighting people. We turn ourselves into people fighting up and down. Well, I understand there are some of us who, because of the way God has created some of us, people just don't love you. There's nothing you can do. When you drink Gary, they will be jealous of you. When you do this, they will be jealous of you. Even when you borrow a cloth and put it on, they will be jealous of you. But unfortunately, they don't know they are being jealous of you. There are some people like that. I'm not talking about them people. Because them people cannot help it. And Lara, you can't help it. You can't help it. Because even if what you don't say, they will say you said it. They will paste you with that lie and it will fit you, unfortunately. I'm referring to the general public that because don't get me wrong, nobody is a saint, like I always say. One time in our life, we have betrayed one person or another. Like I did a post today, and the post says a killer that calls a prostitute a sinner. We have all sinned, and we have all fallen short of God's glory. But someone used to say that use the light and burn yourself before you burn someone, and see how it feels like before you do things. A lot of us don't know what it feels like. We just conclude and do things to people without thinking of the consequences. But one thing I know while I'm still doing this topic is we will all I put a post on a few days ago, and I was praying, everybody was saying amen. And I put another post the following day, and I said something else about you will sow whatever you reap. Whatever you do in life, you will sow it. Whether you do good, you will sow it. Whether you do bad, you will sow it. I didn't get a lot of people on that post. But that's the truth about life. You will sow whatever you reap. When you betray someone, you will sow it. So don't be too sad if someone betrays you. That's if that person genuinely betrays you. Because the person might not have betrayed you, but because you just conclude in your mind. Because some of us, we know how to add 1 plus 1 and make it 11. And some of us are so gullible. When someone calls us and tells us things, we don't investigate. We just face that person and turn that person to our enemy. Amangbeja onijaja. Mo gbàdúrà fún ọ ní òní gbèjà oníjàjà tó máa fi jẹ̀yà lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run. What I've just said is I pray for a lot of us that we fight people's fights without knowing the cause or what has gone wrong. I pray for us today that someone else's problem, we will not eat or share in someone else's problem in life. Moving on. I will just, before I just go on, I will just, because I think I've missed out in. Well, thank you everybody who has joined in. Mommy Christiana Gordon. Àfi kí Ọlọ́run ọba kó ṣọ́ wa. Àmín o, àmín. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni o, Ibrahim Tunde says there's kò sí èèyàn mọ́. There's nobody anymore. Kárẹ́ ni bá rìn ni. In this life is just to get someone to talk to. Just to find someone to talk to. I did a video, I says, love yourself. Love yourself. You have to find yourself and love yourself. And if you have children, love your children. This life is evil. It's so evil these days. Yeah, that Dapo says don't trust men. Don't trust anyone. Trust yourself. You only know yourself. You don't know any other person. To a large extent, this is why some people don't help their family in Nigeria. They prefer helping outsiders because severally they have been betrayed by their family. That's right, a lot. I know of a sister who bought she kept going to car boot sale, buying stuff online, car boot sale and all that, and she bought them goods. I think she all her savings for a whole year, she accumulated it, she bought them goods, and she sent home to her parents to sell for her. And to cut the long story short, she never got a pound back. She cargoed it for 800 pounds. She paid for fuel to go to Lagos to pick it up. She stays in Ibadan. And up till today, she never got anything back of it. And that was it. And she sobbed and sobbed and sobbed. And what she said to me, she says, Alaja, that is it. They can only my jello. They should just keep selling it and keep eating it for the rest of their lives. And up to today, she never sent anything home. Anything home. It's sad. It's sad because sometimes the scriptures we just contradict itself, because the Bible says, respect your father and mother. And unfortunately, some fathers and mothers, I'm just not going to say anything because I don't want to sin, because it's so terrible. Kike Jaimon, she says, and they put them back on the bus with the dogs, and I had, yes, that video I was talking about. Thank you, Tunde. Yes, so Mommy Gordon, they are absolutely, yes. Mojupe Olami, thank you very much. God will see us through. So many are evil, even though eating with you from the same plate. That's very right. Vivian says, I believe that you need to investigate to find out the truth. That's right. Ibrahim Tunde says, a case study is at brother of mine that's a surgeon in US for years. made it to the extent that you can't mention his name in Miami, Florida, that Oyibo will not look at you twice, that you know such a person. Let me see. I'm trying to read. I'm trying to see what I think is a story. You twice that you know such a powerful Nigerian American citizen, President Breed Incorporation. We lost him early 2015. Nobody knows what become of his family over there. None of the family can identify any of his children today. The wife, a Nigerian, turned back to every member of the family. The genesis of all these crises can be traced back to betrayal of trust. Sort of. You are very right. You are very right. Bless her. I don't know what is going through her mind. The story you are saying, Ibrahim. There's a lot of things that might have happened, and she doesn't trust anybody, and she's decided, right, she'll just back off from everybody. Sometimes I don't blame people. Well, sorry, I was just going through what's been written. So I don't blame them, because you know, betrayal has been there from time. I remember in the Bible, the greatest betrayer was Judas when he betrayed Jesus Christ. And even though, because I want to tell you how in-depth betrayal can be. Even though Jesus Christ knew that he was going to be betrayed, so that the promises of God can be manifested, so that our sins can die on the cross of Calvary. Even though he knew that he was going to be betrayed, it did hurt him that it's a betrayal. Because how much did he sell Jesus out for? Some shillings? It's sad. And if you can remember what it says is in Matthew. Yeah, it's the book of Matthew. The Bible makes us understand that even Jesus says it's better for him not to have been born. That's how betrayal can be. Because some of us, we betray someone. You don't know the in-depth of what we are doing to that person's journey in life. And it then affects our own journey as well. That is one thing spiritually some of us don't understand. Because you go as far as betraying someone, what the person hasn't said, you make it up. And it fits that person, unfortunately. And that person feels betrayed. And maybe the person reports you to God. And things start turning around for you. And they start giving you stories from one spiritual place to another. You don't know what has gone wrong. Some people on social media, they don't mind their business. They stand up people's story. They don't know what has gone wrong. They will make stories up. They will send it to people all over. I got a message yesterday and from someone and the person was saying, I heard now you do live talk with Elijah Brown and blah, blah, blah. And they said it's going on well. And the person is not my friend list. He said some people who are on your friend list said so and so and blah, blah, blah. What a shame. You know, and I'm just thinking, wow, there's know how you go. It's such a shame. People don't mind their business. There's a lot of us here in this life that the problems we are facing today are for what, Fanny? This sign of betrayal, sign of not minding your business has put us where we are today. Betrayal. It goes such a long way. What are you doing? You betraying your wife? You betraying her trust? Even among husband family to wife's family, there's a lot of betrayal. There's a lot of betrayal because the man, he might have promised his mom, this is what I'm going to do and this and this and this. But unfortunately, he might marry the wrong person and the person will not allow him to be able to look after his mother. Then it becomes a betrayal to that child, to his parents. Or maybe the parent has struggled to raise their daughter up. And because she's married to you, she can't send money home to her family. And now she has to betray her parents by not looking after them because she's married. It's a shame. Betrayal comes in all forms. And it happens in anybody can betray someone. Anybody. Anybody. Betrayal of not caring for someone. Because you might have promised that person, don't worry, my friend, I will try my best. Well, it's only God that can do it, but I will try my best. And you say, okay, right, what I will do is I promise to look after this child for you. I know you are struggling. And someone now calls you and say, hey, do you not want to make it in future? You are just helping so person. Well, what I used to say to people is, if God has put you in a position to do something for someone, please do it gladly. Because not only would you eat from it, your children too will gain from it. That is how life is. Betrayal of letting a connection go. Betrayal of not devoting your time. You married you say I do to your husband, you say I do to your wife, and you betray her without devoting your time. What are you doing? What sort of relationship? A lot of us killed our relationship because of betrayal. Betrayal comes from cheating. It comes from lying. It comes from breaking confidence in someone. Failure to be able to defend someone. You know, some people will come and say, so did this and this and this, and you call yourself that person's friend, and you can't defend that person. You have just betrayed that person, and it hurts. It hurts. You know the person cannot do it. You know deep down you cannot defend that person. What you think the best thing to do is to betray that person, just to maybe win that person's face. But yeah, maybe the person has been someone you want to get acquainted to. You want Facebook to know that you are friends with that person. And you sell your friend out just because you want to be acquainted to the big girls. Then you betray. You are doing well. Even in churches. Betrayal happens in churches as well. It happens in churches. A pastor betraying the congregation. You think you are bowing down to God there. You don't know what they are serving in that church, because churches now have gone gaga. Churches have gone gaga. You think you are going to serve God, but you go there, you are bowing down for the devil. Meanwhile, you don't know. They betrayed you. But what can you do? You can only try your best. Can only try your best. The greatest problem of a human being is that if you are an evildoer and you don't know, only God can help. That's right. Temi Tope Tony, she says the greatest problem of a human being is that if you are an evildoer and you don't know, only God can help. That's true. Because what I notice as well is a lot of times you are friends to people and you don't know they are evildoers, and you are so committed, you're so trustworthy to that person, and unfortunately they betray you. Or someone you are trying to say, right, don't do this, it's a bad thing, and the person decides, right, that's how she wants to live her life. Well, what can you do then to leave them? But one thing I want people to know is, because some people will say they don't care, some people will say they are trying to strive and make ends meet in life. One thing I want you guys to understand today is betrayal is a traumatic experience. Betrayal is a very traumatic experience. Don't expect the person that you've betrayed to be your friend. There's something else. Some people have betrayed you, but they don't know you know. That's another part of betrayal that hurts me the most. Some people betray you and you have found out, but because you just keep quiet, you don't say anything, they don't know you know 10 times what they know. A friend of mine said she had a problem. She was telling me a story. They said Miss A had a problem and Miss B was helping her. They were very good friends. And while they were doing that, they had another middle friend that was friend to, well, two friends, but one of them weren't really close to the person who had the problem. And this friend was doing what she can do and all that, and was helping, and you know. And one day I think she needed help with, I think, solicitor or something. And this friend turned around and said, our friend, she said, right, okay, let me ring, so I don't have the cash with me now. Let me ring so person and see if I can get the money for you so that you can go and pay that solicitor. And by the time this friend rang back, this friend said to her, I'm sorry, I can't help you now. And she says, oh, I thought you said you wanted to ring that person. She says, oh, our friend said, we should be careful because we too, we have our own problem that we want to sort out. When she said it, she hiccuped and she like, okay, I will ring you back. I think she thought she made a mistake. She had said it before she realized she shouldn't have said it. And it meant a lot to her. She kept the thing in her stomach and she never said anything. And they now ganged up against her and started making stories up because she moved away from them and she started doing her own thing. And the stories just kept coming and coming and coming. And the funny thing, and I said to her, I says, it's called betrayal. Because unfortunately she has said it and she thinks you haven't heard. But unfortunately you have heard. It's a betrayal. It's a betrayal. It's a betrayal. Betrayal is very traumatic. Well, what I can now conclude with this topic of betrayal. Morakinyo Esther Molade, she says, may God have mercy, cheating people in the name of the Lord. Oh, there's a lot of them these days. A lot of them. And they can quote the scriptures like tomorrow. There's no tomorrow. A lot of them. Like I said on my wall this morning, it's like it's like apànìyàn tó ń pe aṣẹ́wó ní ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀, alágbèrè tó ń pe onímọ̀náfíkì ní ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀. Gbogbo wa ní ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀. Bible says we are all sinners and we have all fallen short of his glory. But some people can claim saints. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Because God already made us understand he's the only one that is perfect. But unfortunately, we all come out to claim that we are perfect. A lot of us have been too proud to realize the betrayal we have done to someone. Because someone does not say anything and accept the betrayal does not mean it's all right. It isn't all right. What do you do when you feel you have betrayed someone? Because like I said, we will all be, at one time in our life, we will betray someone. What do you do when you betray someone? Come clean. Come off your high horses and come clean. Sister Morakinyo, I am so sorry. I have betrayed you. I know you told me to so thing. I shouldn't have said it. I am sorry. You have to come clean. You have to say it the way it happened. You have to let the person know how it happened. Because it takes two to tangle. You have to come clean. Accept responsibility for personal failure. And apologize. Some of us cannot say we are sorry. Some of us are like lawyers. When they say this, I'm Ayishani, we will always find something else to say. We don't stand and accept what we have done. We will always turn it and say, right, oh no, right, well, you said so thing, it started from you, it was your fault. No. A lot of us, we cannot say sorry. We are we are saints. We have to come up and accept responsibility for what we have done. We have to apologize. We have to be sincere. Then sometimes it can be fixed. Demonstrate that you can fix that thing you have done, if it's something that can be fixed. Because someone you have betrayed can never trust you, because betrayal is losing trust. Ibrahim Tunde says, Angelique, can you say Nigeria has now been betrayed by the government with several promises before the election, several promises that none has ever been fulfilled? 5,000 naira for unemployment graduates. Well, I don't do politics. People who know me know I don't know anything about politics. I'm terrible with politics. But what I know is, why not start with me and you? You have betrayed me, I have betrayed you. Let me do my quota, you do your quota. When I send clothes home, help me buy it the amount I say. Because when you buy it, we establish a company. Then I employ people. Help people. We should stop stealing to ourselves. Stop stealing and wanting to make ourselves what we want to be. Let's see ourselves as equal. And when someone is more than you in all ramification, respect them. The government has betrayed us. We have also betrayed the government. Have we not betrayed the government when we collect bribe to put people that are not meant to be there? We have also betrayed the government. We have betrayed ourselves. We have betrayed the people. Betrayals everywhere. We live, we drink, we eat in betrayal. Especially the African continent. We live in betrayal. We sleep in betrayal. We eat in betrayal. And we pass betrayal to our children. So when it comes to politics, you don't even want me to, because number one, I'm terrible. If you ask me what's going on in Nigeria, I don't know. So, but what I know is betrayal starts with me and you. How do we rectify it? Because the government cannot come and say, Nigeria have offended you. No. Because what did he leave? How was the economy left? When Abiola was trying to get in, when this was trying to get in, when Obasanjo was there, what has the economy become before it now becomes like this? Rome was not built in a day. I know there's recession in the UK at the moment, but look at the UK. Look at foreigners in the UK. Look at how we have abused the system. Look at what the system is now. To be honest, look at what the system is now. So betrayal comes with me and you. So like I was saying, with betrayal amongst we ourselves, is we need to ask ourselves what is wrong. Then don't conclude you know the whole story when you don't know anything. Let's not start concluding. Let's ask each other what is wrong. Because a lot of us have concluded. Because I know someone, an old friend of mine, who concluded that I said her story to someone. Meanwhile, I didn't have any cause to talk about her to that person. There was no reason. But because myself and that person was close, she just concluded that I had talked about her to that person. So sometimes it can be really sad when you don't know, you just conclude that that is what it is. Betrayal is happening and it's real. It can be a traumatic experience. It is traumatic. because it comes with trust. It comes with love. It comes with confiding in someone and betraying it. It comes with me. It comes with you. When you want to do something, think in your mind. When if someone does the same to me, would it be okay with me? Would I accept it? Betrayals in church. When especially a white garment church, they come up with stories, what God has not sent them to say. They will say it. They will say it. They will claim it is Maleka that told them to say it. They will claim it from God. Àmẹ́yẹ onílé tán ti dàrú. Àmẹ́yẹ ọ̀dẹ̀dẹ̀ ọlọ́dẹ̀dẹ̀ tán ti dàrú. Àwọn atújọká. Àwọn wòlíì èké. They are everywhere. Ó wà nú àfáà náà. It's with even the imams as well. The affairs. Nǹkan tó rí. Wọ́n ní Ọlọ́run sọ. Ọlọ́run wí. Wọ́n dá ilé onílé rú. Wọ́n dá ọ̀nà ọlọ́nà rú. But I don't blame them. Ẹni tó bá ti ń wá kéèyàn ríran sí òun ní gbogbo ìgbà, àwọn ló máa ń dalé wọn rú. Ẹni tí ò bá lè ṣí ẹnu ẹ̀ kó fúnra ẹ̀ gbàdúrà, òun náà máa ń dalé ẹ̀rù. Betrayal. Because I don't blame them. You go to a congregation, ó fẹ́ gbọ́ láti Ọlọ́run, ọ̀dọ̀ Ọlọ́run, kí l'Ọlọ́run sọ, kí l'Ọlọ́run wí. Nípa pé kí l'Ọlọ́run sọ, wọ́n á sọ nǹkan kan. Ìyàwó ẹ̀, òun ló ń ṣe ẹ̀. Mo ló ń ṣe bí ti báwo. Ó ṣe ó bímọ fún ẹ, ó ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. For better for worse, ǹjẹ́ wọ́n á ṣe kó dúró síbẹ̀. Kó lọ gbàdúrà. Òde ètúṣe òtítọ́ mú. Ó lè jẹ́ àwọn tó nífẹ̀ẹ́. Ẹni tó ń admire ẹ, tó ń wò pé wo bí àwọn méjèèjì ṣe ń ṣe, wo bí wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe, wo bí ọkọ àtìyàwó yìí wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe dáadáa. Tínú wọn ń bí ẹ, ìwọ ò dẹ̀ mọ̀. Wọ́n wá ríran sí ẹ. Àfáà ríran sí ẹ. Wòlíì àríran sí ẹ. Wọ́n á da ìrìn àjò ẹrú. Wọ́n á da ìrìn àjò ẹrú. Wọ́n á da ìrìn àjò ìdílé ẹrú. And they know. These people, they know. Betrayal. Betrayal. It starts with me and you. Betrayal is all over us. All around us, rather. You go to church, you will find betrayal there. Among your friends, you will find betrayal there. Among your colleagues at work. Because that person, you are a manager, and that person wants that manager post. They will betray you. You might be writing medication, and that person is not taking medication, or has spitted it out. And you went there, and you write on the mark sheet, and you tick it on the mark sheet, or you write it there to say the person has taken his medication. And because that person wants your post, not because you are incapable of doing that job, but because that person wants that post of yours, they will betray you. They will report you. They will make stories up. And one thing people may forget to understand is we all make mistakes sometimes. And with that slight mistake you make at that time, that person will use it to their favor and they will betray you. You have to come clean when you betray someone. And before you betray someone, think in your mind, if this thing happens to me, would I love it? Show my dummy. That's right. Ibrahim Tunde, he says, àwọn yẹ̀mí wò will continue to get betrayed every now and then. Àwọn ọ̀lẹ tí ò dẹ̀ mọ àdúrà gbà fúnra wọn, they will be betrayed because wọ́n máa wá pé kí l'Ọlọ́run wí, kí l'Ọlọ́run sọ. Kí l'Ọlọ́run wí, kí l'Ọlọ́run sọ. Well, that is all I have for you guys today. Betrayal. Thank you all for joining in. Thank you for your contribution. I appreciate each and every one of you. It's betrayal today. We've talked about, well, can I say causes of betrayal? I don't think there's any cause. It's just jealousy. Causes of betrayal is just jealousy. It's just sometimes, apart from jealousy, maybe the person wants to be where you are. Well, still jealousy. Kenimani, Ilara, Uwijije. Those are the things that cause betrayal. So, and we all betray ourselves. Even I can betray myself. Maybe I've told myself, right, this is how I want to be. Then I decide to take another route. When we go betray aramini. So betrayal is everywhere. It's all around us. It's in our working place. Betrayal is in our workplace. Betrayal is in our schools. Betrayal is in our matrimonial home. Betrayal is everywhere. Because if I come to you and tell you, hey, I want to betrayal, no, we have to stop it. Abudo yenu arawa wo. Di ohun tin show titomu ko mo ododo. A lot of people have caused enmity funra won. Bi ti o si enmity. Àwọn ìkà èyàn. Some people are just devil incarnate. Some people are so full of evil. Tó bá lè ràn yàn lọ́wọ́, wá tún máa dínà ẹni tó fẹ́ ràn yàn lọ́wọ́ láti betray ntohun. Okay, more circumstance ní tọ̀hún. But you just ó kàn wù ẹ́ láti betray yàn. Whatever you do nílé ayé yìí, mọ̀ pé wàá jèrè iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ̀. Má jèrè iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ mi láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi, èyí jèrè iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ yín. Gbogbo wa la máa jèrè iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ wa. Kò ń ṣèpè. Gba bówùwá kásá, bówùwá kámásá. Gbogbo wa la máa jèrè iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ wa. Whatever you do, do it with all modesty. Do it with dignity. Do it and know that whatever you do in life, you will gain it in life. Okay, darling. Ibrahim Tunde says, Angelique, frankly speaking, this topic will need to have part 2, please. Many of our people will have to contribute next week when we shall be having public holiday. Okay. Okay, we will talk about it, Ibrahim. We'll see what time we can bring it back on air. Thank you all for joining. Feel free to like our page. We have a page, and we have a WhatsApp group. We have a Facebook group as well. And it's just life talk. We talk generally what happens in life and how it affects each and every one of us. I will do a topic in the group as well of betrayal, because it's getting too rampant. Betrayal is everywhere. It's terrible. With the government, it's with us, it's with husbands, with wives, with friends, with families. It's terrible. Well, when we do it next week, we'll leave the lines open and hear from you guys, my audience, my fans, my people, my friends, my whatever. We will hear what kind of betrayals has happened to you. And we also want to know if you've betrayed someone and why you did it. Thank you very much for joining. It's me, Angelique. This is Live Talk with Alaja Brown. God bless you. Bye-bye for now.